Hey guys, I am back. Sorry about that.
No worries. How's your Saturday so far?
Saturday so far is not bad. It's we're getting ready to this. I'm gonna try to make this the last call of the day, and then we're going to head out to the beach. So we're gonna grab our daughter and we're gonna head out there. Yeah, no, it's pretty amazing to be able to do that. So yeah, the whole day got consumed with life, and a bunch of a lot of people looking to come here, and different clients are buying different things, and so just getting all that stuff out of the way, and then we'll call it a day here in the next hour.
Wonderful.
How about you guys? What's happening over there?
We're gonna go to the fair.
Okay, cool.
Not as fun as the beach, but yeah.
But it could be more fun. You never know.
Yeah.
Exactly. So tell me, what are you guys thinking? What are you looking at?
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I've been looking at Punta Cana, and then I came across Las Terrenas because it's cleaner, more peaceful,
Correct.
more beautiful. Punta Cana is wild.
Okay.
And the Bavaro beach is just way too busy, and that's not what we're looking for.
Understood.
The only reason we looked at Punta Cana is because the return on investment is pretty high. As you know, tourism is much higher there.
Mm-hmm.
The airport is right around the corner,
Mm-hmm.
so it's much easier for visitors
Mm-hmm.
to get to.
Okay.
Where your location, it's a little more remote, but it seems like I watch a lot of YouTube videos and everything, and it seems like people are making it there. It's just a little more challenging, I suppose.
Yeah. I got a few thoughts on that. I was speaking with a client yesterday regarding the same thing, and we were talking about Punta Cana versus Las Terrenas. As you know, obviously it seems like you watch my YouTube videos and my content and my information. So
Yes.
the one thing when I compare Punta Cana to Las Terrenas, I have clients that buy in both markets. And the reason
Okay.
they do that is in Punta Cana, they say that the occupancy rates are higher. Okay.
Yes.
Myself and a client of mine from California yesterday were able to decipher that those numbers are slightly skewed. At least that's what we determined, that those numbers are slightly skewed because they're including occupancy rates of the hotels. Okay, the all-inclusive hotels. So when you start to
Okay.
include the occupancy rates of all-inclusive hotels, it's not an apples to apples comparison of the Airbnbs, because people looking to invest in Las Terrenas are investing in property. They're investing in a condo or a villa that they are either
Yes.
going to Airbnb out and manage themselves, okay, or they're going to hire a company to do it. So
Right.
to say not on your end, but when figures are out there that say occupancy rates and rate of return is higher, I don't know if that is accurate. Even though I do sell to clients in Punta Cana, okay, there's certain projects that we endorse and that we're part of and we're really proud of. But apples to apples, myself as an investor as well, I would feel more comfortable investing in an Airbnb in Las Terrenas because I'm not competing with those all-inclusives, being
Hotels. Yeah.
airfare, 24 hours food and drink. It's hard to compete with all of that stuff when somebody's paying $1,000 a person to go do that. So
Right.
in Las Terrenas, there's no all-inclusives. They're two small ones. There's one all the way in Portillo, and there's another one in Cason, but they're relatively small, and there's no more coming. Las Terrenas is very much an anti-all-inclusive type of city.
Okay.
So it's a little
Okay,
bit
to
of
keep it between-
accessibility is great though for Punta Cana, that's for sure. But we're only 2 hours away from Santo Domingo, and the Santo Domingo
Yes.
market floods Las Terrenas right now. Las Terrenas has kind of become the Hamptons of New York. Santo Domingo being New York. The wealthy are coming
Okay.
into Las Terrenas every single weekend, and that just picks up as you go into busy season. So just kind of a little bit of clarity on those numbers. Does that make sense?
Okay. Absolutely. Thank you so much for clarifying that. That's very helpful.
Okay, good.
That gives me more confidence because we prefer personally Las Terrenas of the whole vibe, how clean and organized it is, how it's developed, the streets. It's not all zigzag and driving 20 minutes from one spot to another when it should have been 5, just because the infrastructure is not good in Punta Cana. So I compared all that as well. It looks really decent. I haven't personally, me and my husband have not personally been in Las Vegas. We did a very deep dive research.
Okay, if you don't mind, I'll elaborate a little bit on infrastructure and the driving and stuff like that. Just so I want to make sure, as you're looking at options to invest and thinking about investing, you have a clear picture from somebody that's here on the ground. Because some of what you were able to observe on YouTube and stuff like that was accurate of what you just said, and some of the other stuff, maybe not so much. So I'll just kind of give my 2 cents on that. Okay? Let me see, I think I lost you there for a second. Can you still hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so let me just elaborate on one thing you said about the beaches. There's absolutely no comparison to the beaches in Las Terrenas versus the beaches in Punta Cana. That is unequivocally, if anybody in the world tries to say they're comparable, they're just lying to you, because it's completely 2 different worlds. We have no sargassum. They're flooded with sargassum. The reasons you would go to Punta Cana are different than the reasons you would come to Las Terrenas. So an investor or somebody getting ready to invest needs to understand the difference between the 2. Infrastructure-wise, if we're talking beaches, Las Terrenas hands down. Seaweed, we don't have the problem. I've seen it here twice in 3 years. In Punta Cana, it's a major issue. It's a major catastrophic issue, and it's only getting worse.
Yes, I noticed.
Infrastructure-wise, Punta Cana, I have to say, blows away Las Terrenas when it comes to infrastructure. The infrastructure in Punta Cana is far superior than Las Terrenas is. Las Terrenas is a up-and-coming emerging market, and that's what makes it exciting for investors like myself or investors like you. There's greater appreciation, I feel, in the properties. Okay, it's a supply and demand thing. It's a new discovered market, relatively new discovered market. There's an enormous amount of excitement about Las Terrenas. There's a lot of wealthy people moving to Las Terrenas. Punta Cana is a stable, mature market. Nothing really too exciting about it for me anymore. There's a ton of accessibility to it, but infrastructure-wise, Punta Cana definitely is far superior. So Las Terrenas has a long way to go there. However, in that is opportunity. Okay, so there is a video I have out there where I talk about the boulevard, the Atlantic Boulevard, and the commercial opportunities that are happening there. Watch that video if you haven't. But that boulevard is going to become the main corridor for the shopping, the grocery stores, possibly movie theaters, stuff like that is going to come there. And it's already starting. You're starting to see that evolution. You're starting to see land change and the face of that road change. That road connects all the way from Las Terrenas right out to Portillo and El Limon and all these different areas. If you get stuck in the figure 8, not stuck. If you have to go through the figure 8, which right now is the downtown, that downtown is going to transfer to the boulevard. If you get stuck in that figure 8, it is quite painful if it is in the morning or before lunch or after lunch when everybody's going to work or rush hour. It's not standstill traffic, but it's definitely painful and it will annoy you. Okay, so just forewarning you on that. But it's no different than any other city. Infrastructure-wise, I think Punta Cana does have us beat. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah, absolutely. So the main road you said was Atlantic Boulevard?
Yes, it's called Boulevard Atlantico. That's what they call it. But everybody refers to it as the Boulevard. There's a video, and I can forward it to you when we get off the phone. There's a video that I've done speaking to that development and the opportunities that lie around that. Because of stuff like this that's going to happen in Las Terrenas, and I'm not talking 10 years out. I'm talking it's happening now, right before our eyes. Because of stuff like this, your property is going to appreciate. And because of stuff like this, demand is going to increase. And as demand increases and we build more rooms, accessibility increases. Because the airport's already here. Airlines need, and I have an interview with the mayor. The mayor talked about this. Airlines need X number of rooms. I believe that magic number is 10,000 rooms. Once they see 10,000 rooms, at that point, airlines, major airlines start to jump on board and accessibility increases significantly. Okay. We are at 6,000 rooms or something along that number. So we're not far away from having the 10,000 rooms. When you see that happen, more airlines start flying in from different countries, different cities in the US, Canada. You're going to see a massive demand shift in a positive direction for people that own property now. Okay, because accessibility is going to go sky high. So for me, I believe, and that's why I've done it, now is the time to invest in Las Terrenas, not when these things happen and prices start to skyrocket.
Okay. Wonderful.
Does that make sense? Oh, sorry, it's kind of like drinking from a fire
so,
hydrant when you talk to me. Sorry about that.
No, not at all. Because we're listening, both me and my husband here, and that's another thing that we're talking about. Like right now, it's over 2 hours to get to San Domingo, and from San Domingo to Terrenas, it's a little bit of a
It's
challenge.
really an easy drive.
Especially.
It really is an easy drive, though. If you've never done it, I do it almost every single week. It is the easiest, and the drive is perfectly safe. It's better than the driving I do from my hometown in Windsor, Canada, to Toronto. That 401 stretch, this is a better drive. So don't let that be a hurdle for you. That drive from Santo Domingo to Las Terrenas, because people do it every single weekend. As a heads up.
Got it.
Okay.
That's good to hear. Okay. What about rental cars in Las Terrenas? I wasn't able to find anything that if we rent a car in San Domingo and want to drop it off in Las Terrenas, instead of getting a taxi, I did not see that option.
Okay, yeah, it might be a little bit hard to. I haven't done that search, but I have. I will do that search for you, and I'll send you the contacts that you can utilize for that. As this is an emerging market, sometimes information is a little bit harder to find, but as people like me grow in this market, we start to make more information accessible to people. So I will get that for you. I do also have a service that can pick you up at the airport and bring you here. I can introduce you to that as well, so you can look at and compare prices between renting and getting a service. Maybe you just want to rent a car here and then take the service back, so bring it here, spend your time. How long are you here for again? Remind me.
Well, if we're planning on coming, we'll stay for a few weeks until everything all the paperwork is done.
Got it.
Yeah.
So I will be able to help you with that information and kind of give you the best options as far as getting from Santo Domingo to here and back, and rental car. I'll connect you with the right people for that. So you're dealing with people that I'm referring you to. Okay. So I can assist you with that. I'll create a group chat with you and them. Remind me a little bit more. Tell me a little bit more about what you guys are looking for.
Perfect. So yeah, let's move on to the reality now. So we were hoping originally for a 2-bedroom, just because we have 2 kids.
How
we
old?
needed the space, but it looks like we are not.
18 months and 3.
18 months and 3-year-olds. So
18 months and
small.
3-year-olds. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Beautiful age to come here. They're gonna thank you
For sure.
in their 20s.
Oh, absolutely. Well, we're in the Caribbean twice a year anyway. We take cruise ships or we go to the Bahamas. Yeah, so they're
Lucky
very
kids.
familiar with the Caribbeans and they love it.
Good.
But we cannot afford a property in the Bahamas, obviously. It's too
it's
late
outrageous.
to
Yes.
there.
Mhm.
Yeah, $1 million for a 1-bedroom. It's like, okay.
I don't even know if it's an afford thing. I just think it's stupidity at this point. Like, why would you spend $1 million on a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom apartment? Quality of life really is
for
no
the same
different.
sea and the same beach.
Yeah, I really don't feel the quality of life is really too different when you're going to these other Caribbean cities. I don't know. I was going to do a video. There's a study that just came out that the Dominican Republic has now officially overtaken all other Latin American countries for tourism. So all of South America, all Mexico, everybody.
That is correct.
Completely blows everybody away. The economy is absolutely exploding. You have a middle class that is hungry and wants to work. You've got just, it really feels to me, and I tell a lot of my clients, it feels like the 1970s in Canada or the US, where there was actual opportunity. If you want to work and you want better for your family, you can actually achieve it because you can't really do that in Canada or the U.S. anymore, unless you have multi-millions of dollars, right?
No.
Nope.
Not here.
Yeah, you're from Oregon, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So you're far away from us. So yeah, I totally agree with you on the Bahamas. Your money's going to go a lot further here, and I think you've already figured that out. Just in case I forget to tell you later, the one big difference that you're going to feel here, and you haven't experienced it yet since you haven't lived here, is when I say quality of life. I'll give you a quick example. So I have, and she's part of our family now. I have so you basically create a service team for your family, for your life. Okay, and what that means is we have, her name is Edelyn. She's phenomenal. She comes in every day, 9 o'clock, and she leaves around 3 o'clock or so. She helps with the food, so she cooks, she cleans, she helps out with our daughter, Elle, who's 6. She goes to the grocery store, does all these things that help us in our life to be able to give us more time to do what we want. Whether it's talk to people like you on the phone and do more work, or whether it's lay out at the beach. And that all costs, the average price there is around $265 a month for that. That is 8 hours a day. Okay, that's 8 hours a day. We let her go in 6 hours because we're only like 2 of us and our daughter, so she's usually done within 6 hours. 5 days a week, 8 hours a day, half day on Saturday. $265. We pay more, but that is kind of the going rate. So imagine what that does for a family like yourself. You have 2 small children. You got husband and wife, probably going to keep working when you come here. Now you're able to, for let's say $300 a month, you're able to now have somebody that is there with you that's going to help you with your family stuff. You would need more so like somebody nanny-wise, somebody that can help out with the 18-month-old, right? Because your children are smaller than mine.
Right.
But it's so attainable and affordable. So that changes the quality of life. That's the key. That's what people miss sometimes. It's not just in the real estate. It's the ability to have that element as well. It's phenomenal. And it's not that we're taking advantage of, it is we are employing and creating opportunity for them as well. And their cost of living is even lower because they know how to live here. Family units are stronger. People stay together. So very often somebody's staying with their mother and father for their entire life, right? And then the home stays in. So they don't have those artificial bills that we're stuck with as North Americans. So it really is cool. I just wanted to elaborate because when you say kids, I think it's important to understand that element. That in and of itself is reason enough to just move. You know what I mean?
It's very enticing. Yeah, absolutely.
It's really cool, yeah. Okay.
I get it. I'm originally European. My husband is Indian.
Cool.
From India originally.
Nice.
His grandparents, So we know that family value and we totally understand.
Yes,
So it makes
exactly.
sense, everything you say. Okay, so let's talk about this particular property that you have available now. See if that's going to work. If not, we can always continue looking for something else.
100%.
But so I know you suggested the one.
Sorry, Elena, can I ask you one quick question? What is your time frame here for moving? Because that'll help me gauge what works for you best.
It's not a rush.
Okay.
The middle of next year.
Yeah.
Middle of next year kind of thing is what you're thinking is perfect timing?
Well, we'd like to have it purchased by the middle of next year, I think, is our initial goal. I mean, there's some flexibility in there, certainly. If we find something we like sooner, we can get the ball rolling earlier. So we're not under the gun or anything right now, but we do want to make sure we don't lose any, we don't want to miss out on any opportunities. So if something does come up in the interim, we can pounce as early as 2 weeks from now, as long as a year from now.
I see. And then what about your goal physically to be gone from the U.S. or Canada or whatever? What's kind of your mindset there? Are you saying hey, we kind of want to be out of here in a year, or we want to be out of here in 2 years? Because the reason I ask you is because then this project you're looking at right now that we're talking about, okay, the Playa Baianes Residences, is a good fit if you say 2 years. Because roughly 2.5 years is when it will be completed. The keys are handed over to you, and you kind of transition, sold off whatever assets you need to, and you shift over. That's why.
I think you misunderstood. I apologize. We are not going to fully move. We're going to be staying a couple of months at a time.
Okay.
And then come back home.
Got it.
And then a couple of months again. So
Understood.
a few times a year we'll come in, and then the rest of the time we'll just rent it out.
Perfect. Thanks for clarifying that. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that does fit in your wheelhouse pretty well then.
Yeah,
It does.
exactly. Yeah, we do want the company management and all that while we're away, so we don't have to worry about curb appeal. We don't have to worry about visitors and pretty
Security
much
and
full
everything is
management.
covered. Yes,
So
full. It'll be hands-free.
Yeah.
It'll be a hands-free investment for you. Where you live. Visit us at www.realestateinlostrenas.com or WhatsApp me personally at 1-519-567-1785. See you soon. All you need to do is schedule with them when you are coming down. Now, we are also going to start to offer, we've actually just started like a week ago, we're going to start offering management services as well, exclusively for our clients that purchase from us. So that'll be something that we'll offer, but you can stack us up against the developers also going to be offering that. And I encourage my clients to look at what they're offering and then look at what we're offering, and then you make a decision that's best for you. But either way, it will be a hands-free investment. The cost typically is about 20% management fee. That's what you're looking at as a standard.
Okay. That's right along where we were looking at. Yeah.
Perfect.
That's fine with us. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, the current property, you said you're breaking ground in about 3 to 5 months from now, so we're looking sometime December. Is that right?
I'm going to say we're looking at, so we're in July, we've got July, August, September. I would say 3 to 5 months. Let's say 3 to 5 months. So you'll be looking at July, August, between September and November, let's say, is when ground is going to break. That's what the developer has secured with me.
The one-bedroom apartment, all the renders, I looked every information you gave me. And as we chatted yesterday, we were hoping to get a ground level apartment. However, that particular one, it looks like views from all sides on the parking lot and all the traffic noise, and then also the laundry machine area in the back. So the bedroom will be looking at the laundry machine area, like a brick wall. That's a concern. Like we would be surrounded by concrete from every window.
Now you know which one. The unit that I sent you should be looking at the pool. Definitely looking at the pool. You might see the ocean. Yes, that is I-1.
Yes.
So that one should be that view that you would see from the front would be facing towards the pool, and there's a possibility that you're going to see the blue of the ocean from there as well. In the back, just like I think all other units, will be either a parking spot or you're going to see the wall of the development, which goes over the perimeter wall. So I don't think anybody's going to be getting a view from the back windows, but everybody, including I, will have a view of the front pool and ocean. You're teetering on whether you'll have an ocean view because you're at the bottom. Does that make sense? You're on the first floor.
Yeah, and that's fine. It's just the rest of the windows, the kitchen window, the bedroom window, they're all going to be looking at a wall because it's on the ground level.
Yes, that is correct.
What do we have on after the wall next to us on the right side? If you're facing the pool,
yes,
and the building is on your back, on your right side, is there neighbors? Is there someone living there currently?
Yes, I've got some drone footage that at the end of the video that might help you out. I've got there is a villa for sale to the right, a $3 million villa, so it's a very, very beautiful villa to the right, and to the left, villa is not for sale, but that's probably like a $2 million to $1.8 million villa, but that's not for sale. That's just my forecast on what I think it's worth. So on both sides, you do have a villa, but you have a 8-foot perimeter fence, 6 or 8 foot perimeter fence that goes around the entire property. Okay, concrete fence.
What if we look at level 2? That would give us a little bit better view.
Without question. I-2 would definitely give you a better view. However, I-2 is currently reserved. Okay, I3 is also reserved. When you go to the next building over, I don't believe you will be getting as good of a view as the buildings that are 209,000. I don't believe you will be getting as good of a view, if any, of the ocean, even if you're up higher. That's my concern with those, if you want an ocean view. Or
Yeah, they'll look at a building at the neighbor.
Yeah, that is the 209. The 209, you are sacrificing that. When you start to shift into buildings A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, and H, that's the ones that make that first part of the triangle, okay, that surround the pool, the price jumps because all of those will have an ocean view, for sure. And obviously there's two bedrooms.
Like parking view, I mean, not parking.
Those ones jump to three, asking, I believe the lowest one there is 379, and I'm just going off memory because I'm talking to you, I don't have it in front of me, but I believe those are 379. There might be, you are early to this, which is good, there could be some room for negotiation in that price. Not could, there will be some room in negotiation in the next, like, you know, as of right now and maybe another week or so. I know when they break ground, prices are going to jump 10 to 15% immediately upon breaking ground. Okay, and those prices will continue to go up. So I believe we might be able to squeeze the 2-bedroom price. Yeah. So and see what happens. But I know that is above your price point, but it is going to get you the 2 bedrooms. It is going to get you the ocean view, and it will appreciate significantly as this project comes to completion. This is something to think about.
Okay. Sorry, my husband just asked.
No worries. All good, all good.
324. Still a little high.
It is, yes.
Like I said, I wasn't planning on going anything above 190.
I got you.
And then leave 10,000 for fees, like lawyer fees and bill setup fees and all that, everything that we will need help with, just because we speak a little bit of Spanish, but we're not that fluent.
Understood. One good thing with this project is the furnishing, right? It is completely, absolutely furnished. Ceiling fans, like AC.
Most properties in the are, And the laundry room, is it included in the apartment or is it outside for everyone to share?
Inside the apartment, not for sharing. Laundry machine is included as well. So your laundry room is inside the included, and it is coming with a washer and dryer.
A washer and dryer,
yes.
Okay. Okay, and then the 209 apartments on the J side, the ones that do not have the view at all. What do you think would be the lowest the builder would accept as an offer?
I feel comfortable pushing pretty hard again for you guys because you're early, relatively early to the project. I would feel comfortable pushing him to. So what I would suggest for you, since you're first to that party in that building, and that has the potential of having the worst view, still a great view, but still the potential of the worst view, is I would try to snag the top floor, and if we can end up at a price you like and you get the second floor, then I think you win. But if you can get the third floor, even better.
Okay.
That's where I'm proposing. That's where I'm proposing we could come in at and start discussions. You know, but obviously whatever you would think.
Absolutely. It's just I'm trying to make sure that we have enough room for transfer fees, lawyer fees.
You have no transfer fees. There's because this is a Confiture project. There's no transfer fees, so there's no transfer tax on the land because it's Confiture. So there's no 3% that you have to worry about. Okay, there will be
1.5 for lawyer, no?
1 to 1.5 for a lawyer, but you can discuss with him and see how much you're able to negotiate that price. Typically, there's not too much room for negotiation on that, so you will have the legal fees. but you won't have a 3% transfer tax. Okay.
Okay.
Other costs that you would have to keep in mind there would be furnishing is all finished. Every single element is in the unit. You don't have to even buy sheets for your beds. So really, the largest cost you're going to have there is going to be that the legal fees. I'm sorry.
Legal fees.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we want to make sure it's done right and everything by the book. So
Exactly. So when you are in that infinity pool that's at the ocean, you're going to see, if you're in the water, you're going to see blue and blue. You won't be seeing, and some people don't raise the elevation enough, and because they don't do that, you're in the pool, you have an infinity pool, you see the blue of the water, the infinity effect, and then you see dirt, road, and you don't even see the ocean. Does that make sense? I don't know if I described that right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to clarify. So the bottom floor apartment, we can like walk in and out.
Correct. You can walk.
Okay, so we don't have to go through the building. We can just walk right out if it's frozen down.
Correct. Yeah, you would walk right out of your terrace and just jump in the pool or the ocean, and then walk back in through your terrace. But you'd also have a regular door.
Gotcha. That's important for us too.
is this going to be a pet-friendly property? Or we have a small dog?
Yes. I spoke to him about that. Another client was asking as well. Another thing they're actually doing, and this was another client that's looking at buying 3 units. They have requested that if the developer will consider doing a small splash pad type of setup for the pool, and the developer said he is open to that at some point. If there's enough people interested in that, because your kids, I'm bringing that up, and maybe a little playground type of area in the back. Nothing elaborate, but something where kids can play and have fun and stuff like that. So that's something that's been brought up by a few other owners. There's only going to be 30 other units, so it's small, which is good.
Okay. And then one last question.
No worries.
For the 2-bedroom apartment in the front in any of the buildings between A and E, ground floor, between A and E buildings, all the front buildings, 2 bedrooms, ground floor. What is the lowest that they would accept or that we can offer?
Yes, good question. What are you seeing right now? I believe you're looking at the price sheet right now. What are you seeing as the lowest price for a 2-bedroom ground? It's $5,000 to block the unit, and you do that via the law firm.
Yeah.
And then your next payment is 30%, and that is done when they break ground. That could be September, October, November, something like that. Then what we can do, exactly, when they break ground, that would be the next payment. What we could do potentially is play with the payment schedule, if that helps you. Because maybe I have some clients that are disposing of a property, or somebody's retiring or something like that in a year and a half. Maybe we make it a little bit heavier on the back end. So you eliminate some payments, reduce some of the percentages over the course of the next year and a half. And say at possession, we're willing to pay 40% and pay less during construction. I'm just throwing that as a possibility. So we could try to push the price down, but also make the payment schedule for you. You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So that would work. We will do that. Now, what happens if the project does not get through or does not get finished? Do we get that refund?
Yeah, you're not only going to be able to get your money back, but Vladimir will go over this as well with you. They will also be penalized. I forget the percentage. It's either 10 or 15% of the purchase price. So they will also be penalized for that. Okay. But Vladimir can go over that in a lot of detail. I really do, and so far, so good, knock on wood. I really make sure I know the developer. I make sure I personally know them. I make sure they've got another project that is 2 months away from completion. I make sure that they have deep pockets as well. So the developers I work with, I stay away from anybody that's really new in the game and maybe chasing a dream of doing a project. They don't speak the language, stuff like that. I stay away from stuff like that. Projects I really like are projects that are approved for confiture, because when it's confiture project, that means the government has not only approved the land, they've approved all aspects of the building, engineering, architectural. They've delegated where certain trees can be moved or can even be removed. And they also scrutinize the owner, the developer, right down with a fine-tooth comb. Okay, so I like when it's a confiture project. And that's what this is.
Okay. That's encouraging. Thank you. Okay.
Wonderful. We have to think this through, sleep on it, and in a couple of days, let's say maybe Monday,
for sure,
we can get the ball rolling and tell you what we've decided, which building, which apartment, and then move forward.
And all of this is a very fluid kind of thing. So say you're sitting there, you hang up the phone, you're like, wait a minute, we forgot to ask him. Shoot me a message, just send me a WhatsApp, and we can just go back and forth, and you can ask me any questions throughout the entire process until we get to a point where you're like, we want that unit and we want to make this offer. You know, so it's very, you know, take your time, don't rush, keep asking me questions, because if it's your first time buying internationally, it feels scary first time, but I've done it numerous times now, and I feel better purchasing here. I feel safer with my money here than I do in Canada at this point. So just take it slow, ask the questions, no stupid questions, that old adage, no question's a stupid question, and yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there when you're ready. And if it's Monday, great, and if it's next Monday, great. It's all good.
Great. Thank you. We appreciate your time. We'll be in touch. Thank you.
No problem, guys. I really appreciate you guys reaching out. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the fair. I'm gonna go grab my daughter. I think we're gonna hop in the water here. I'll send you a quick picture of what the beach looks like here right now. That also, by the way, that beach, that beach right there, and I said in my video, is probably the best stretch of beach in all of Las Terrenas. It's just the positioning of the beach and the sand and the palm trees and how wide that beach is. It truly is one of the best little positions of the beach anywhere in the city. So.
Is it calm water there?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, look at that. Look at the drone footage at the end of it. That is notorious for people snorkeling, little kids in the water. It's just a perfect beach. Now, where I live in Playa Bonita, right now, when I take a picture and send it to you, it's like a sheet of glass. But when you get to October, November, December especially, this is where people like to surf. So the waves get pretty big. The water gets a little more aggressive. Not aggressive. No, it definitely gets a little more aggressive, but Las Ballenas, where you are, stays the same. The wind doesn't hit that beach the way it hits where I live. So for kids, it's perfect too. And if you have dogs, really cool beach for dogs. I think you said something about dogs.
So do send us that video, please, the drone video, and if you can send
the drone video is actually at the end of the drone video is at the end of the video. So did you watch the video?
Not the drone video, no.
No, the drone footage is at the end of the video.
Oh, yes, I watched it. I'll rewatch it.
I have two.
Yeah,
I believe I have two videos on the project. Did you watch both? Watch the first one. I have a little more drone footage on the first one. I really explain the area well at the end, and I explain where the potential golf course is going. Okay?
Yes.
So, yeah, you should see that drone footage, and there's, like, really good visual of the beach. If you can't find it, send me a WhatsApp. Yeah, send me a WhatsApp. I'll resend it to you. Maybe I have two videos. I'm about to put a third one up tonight, maybe after I get out of the beach. I got a little more footage that I'm going to put up.
Perfect.
All right, guys.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Pleasure talking to you.
Likewise. And we'll be in touch.
Sounds good. Talk to you soon. It's a good example. Good example of a call. How long did that take? That was about 40 minutes or so. So there's a lot of things that are really important that you learn from myself. This is why I start you. I'm North American, okay? I look at the market like you do. I grew up like you did. I'm the same as you. There's nothing special about me or Krista or Elle. We're exactly the same as you, and we're asking the same questions that you did. However, I didn't have somebody like me to guide them, okay? There's brokers and there's agents. I get all that. But as you guys know, I'm an entrepreneur. I own multiple businesses. I'm a thinker. I've been doing this stuff for so long. Since the moment I can remember thinking, I started thinking about stuff like this. So you're able to take advantage of that now in your search for true paradise, your search for a better lifestyle, your search for the love where you live mindset. Okay, I know everybody's looking for that now, especially after COVID. Mindsets changed, and what's important and not important. All those variations changed, and that's what's making an economy, a country like Dominican Republic, absolutely explode now. Okay, so what do we get out of there? Talk a little bit about the differences between Punta Cana. There's this, I believe, I would love to be proven wrong because I have investors going to Punta Cana as well, but I don't believe that they have greater occupancy rates and greater ROI than we do. Yes, more flights go in there, but I think the numbers could be skewed, and I think they could be talking more about hotel occupancy rates. And yeah, when you get into an all-inclusive situation, you have those hotels that get fully booked for $800 a person for 7 days. You have these massive organizations that are driving people into all-inclusives. And if they're using those numbers, which this client of mine was explaining they are, it's not accurate. Because what you're investing in here is Airbnbs. Okay, that's what you're looking for. You're looking for ROI on an Airbnb, on a condo you own. You are not competing with all-inclusive. You're not competing with companies that own airlines, hotels, the food that's coming in there, and everything else. Okay, this is a special place, Las Terrenas. I'm not saying that Punta Cana isn't great, but that comparison is not accurate. That better ROIs, better occupancy rates, all that stuff, I don't think that's accurate because it's not apples to apples. The numbers aren't clean, where they're skewed because of the all-inclusives. So we touched on that. We touched on accessibility. Accessibility is the easiest thing in the world. San Domingo here, no problem. We touched on more airlines going to start coming into El Cate Airport, which is only 15 minutes away. That's going to happen. It is going to happen. We're building and building and building. There's more and more rooms coming. As soon as we hit that 10,000 number, more airlines are going to flood in. Okay, so we talked a little bit about that. Talked about the project. This is my exclusive project, Playa Ballenas Residences. It's amazing. Oceanfront, comfortable, furnished. It's a boutique project. It's phenomenal. I believe the best project happening here in Las Vegas right now. Okay, so we talked about that. You learned about that. You learned about the price point, the 209, all the way up to 799. The 279.99s are gone. So you learned some about that project. You learned a little bit about what my clients are thinking and how they're feeling and how they're trying to put their 2 cents together, how they're going to use it and how we can assist them in using it, how we are going to start our own rental management company to guide our exclusive clients. And if you're not a client of ours, unfortunately, we're not going to be taking you on as a client of the rental management program. But if you are a client, then that is something we'll offer you. The developer also offers in that project the rental management services, roughly running about 20%. So you also learn that. You learn about Playa Bonita. We talked a little bit about that and how that changes in the winter, gets wavy. Right now it's a sheet of glass. You learn about Playa Las Ballenas, how that is an amazing beach. It usually stays exactly the same as it is right now. Okay, what else we talked about? We talked about the fact that I'm going to go swimming in about 5 minutes because I've just about had it with work for the day, and I absolutely love my clients that just called me. Everybody that I talked to today, you guys are amazing. Congratulations to those who have bought today, which I had 2 clients that actually bought today. I feel the clients we just spoke to right now are really excited about this opportunity and probably will put an offer for it. Whether we can make a deal happen or not, that remains to be seen, but we will be putting an offer for it, I feel. So a good, successful day. It is about 3:30. No, it's probably about 4:30, and that is calling. Okay, so on that note, guys, remember, we are a boutique brokerage. My name is Cash. I'm president and CEO of realestatelasvegas.com. We're not just in Las Vegas. You learned that too. We're also in Punta Cana. We're also in Cap Cana. We're also in Santo Domingo. Guys, remember, love where you live. Where is it? Right there. Love where you live. It's not just about one city. It's not just about Las Vegas. You can love where you live wherever you are, but unfortunately in North America you're unable to attain that. An important thing we talked about is the ability to have a personal service team for yourself and how affordable that is. We talked about that as well. That is critical to quality of life. Everything you're trying to do right now, everything you're trying to do is make more time, okay? You're trying to make more time for yourself, for the beach, for your family, to work more, whatever it is. You're just trying to create more time. That's the essence of the velocity of money, creating time for yourself to do more things that you enjoy to do. Fortunately for myself, I do enjoy to work. So for me, I get a little more time to work, but right now I'm kind of done with work. So I'm going to put this thing away. I'm going to call it a day on this video. I hope this video helps you. I'm going to be doing more videos like this one because I think it's very useful when I'm able to talk with my clients, able to get their input, and I'm able to give my input, and that I think that is an invaluable resource for you. So you're going to start to get tons and tons of this content. All right, guys, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're going to have a great 2 hours like I'm going to have here as we hop into Playa Bonita. I'm going to show you a little clip of what I'm going to jump into. And guys, if you're ready to invest here, don't hold back. Don't be scared. Nothing special about me. Just remember, guys, don't give up on your dreams of attaining this. Don't wait until you're 65, 75, 85. You can hardly walk and then you're going to come here. No, if you are a young adult, children or no children, mid 40s, 50s, if you're in your 20s, guys, don't be scared. If you're 18 and you graduate from college and you're confused, don't be scared. Just reach out, whatever your demographics, whatever your age, wherever you're from, reach out. Let me try to motivate you. Let me try to guide you in this process. Let me show you that it is doable. If you have $1 million, $10 million, or $10, we can figure out a way. We're also trying to guide you guys to the financing end of things to get going. And we just, we kind of made it our motto, our passion, love where you live, and we're going to not stop until every single one of you YouTubers that are watching me, my subscribers, at least give it a thought. Okay, guys? Like, subscribe, and share. Really appreciate it. And on that note, I'm going to show you the beach, and that's where I'm going to spend the next 2 hours of my day. I'm going to grab Krista, grab Al, and we're going to head out there. All right, guys. Cheers. Hope this video helps. Bye. So that's where I'm going to spend the next 2 hours of my day. Look at how beautiful that is. Right over the Atlantic Ocean right there, we get our beautiful, gorgeous sunsets. In the distance, you've got the mountains of Cason. And guys, right over that hill is where Playa Las Ballenas is. And that's where you're going to be. On that note, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to go enjoy mine. Love where you live.
You melt the ice, but I turn to ashes, but only just sometimes. Inhale your smoke, but you still act surprised. It's not my fault when we end up capsized. You call me crazy now, but you don't understand. I'm calling out to you. Can you hear a thing? 'Cause you lit the match that ignites the flame. I'm the TNT, but you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Feel the fire, heat that melts us down again. Now it's pouring through my veins, but I said you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. I know some days with you it's paradise, but now you spin me in a web with all your lies. Want you to feel the way I feel inside. I'm reaching out for help, you got me